Hello and welcome to my own magic reviews. My name is Mike Myone, and this is not another review. This is another how-to video, which we do from time to time. Today, I'm going to teach you how to make a prayer vase. Now you know what a prayer vase is. You probably got this in your very first magic kit. It's one of those little, put the rope in, the genie grabs a hold of the rope, and it's a cool little trick, but it's a little tiny plastic. And today we're going to do it slightly differently. Let me show you what I mean. Once upon a time, there was a genie named Zafar. Now, he lived in a very luxurious lamp. It was very, very roomy, great food, comfy furniture. But Zafar got restless, and so one day he floated out of the lamp into the marketplace, where he saw a commotion in front of a tavern. A bunch of people were sitting at a table, drinking a golden beverage and getting immense pleasure from it. It was beer. Now Zafar was curious. He saw a bottle with a little bit of liquid in it, so he dove in. He loved it. Oh, the aroma, the froth. He just couldn't get enough. So he used up his magic to make more beer. And more beer, and more beer. Days turned into weeks, weeks to months. And then finally, one day, he decided, I'm going to float out and see what else is going on in the marketplace. But he didn't realize all the beer had made his belly bigger and bigger and bigger. And so when he drifted to the top of the bottle, he was so fat he couldn't pass through the neck of the bottle. So he tried to use a little bit of magic. It was all gone. He had used it all up making the beer. And so poor Zafar was stuck in the bottle. I have that bottle. Zafar, are you in there? Yeah, I can see him in there. Zafar, I'm going to pass this rope into there. Maybe you can grab it and I can rescue you. I can pull you out of the bottle. Grab hold tight, hold tight, hold tight, hold tight. Have you got it? Have you got it? He's got it. Look at that. He's holding on tight. Hold on tight, hold on tight. He's got it. He's got it. Oh, hold on really, really tight now. I'm going to pull you right out, Zafar. Nope. He's still there. You never want to trade your lamp for a lager, or you might wind up in a tight squeeze, like poor old Zafar. Well, there you go. It's a different story for sure, and maybe not the one that you've used when you did your prayer vase when you were little. But this was fun. This was a fun little project that you can do. It's very, very easy. And of course, you don't have to have the theme beer. You can take the labels off the bottle. Let me show you the rest of the things that you are going to need for this project. You will need the delirium bottle, and I do recommend delirium because the bottle is opaque. You're going to need some white glue. You're going to need a cork. You'll need a length of rope about 2 feet, something to cut and shape the cork. So I use a box cutter and some sandpaper. You probably won't find that beer in your supermarket. You're going to have to go to a beer distributor, and you'll find some in the craft beer section, delirium, and it comes in 2 sizes: the small bottle that I have here, and the large size. I don't recommend a large size; it's kind of like too big. So get yourself the small ones, and then the fun part starts. You're going to have to empty the bottle, okay? And I don't recommend putting it down the drain, but you could, I suppose. The next step is to shape a piece of cork into a bowl that will fit into the opening of the bottle. And so you'll have to cut off a piece about maybe 3/4 of an inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch. And you're just going to cut it around so that it starts to take the shape of a ball. And this is the tedious part of the project. I don't recommend you do this right after you drink that beer. You might want to wait a little bit so you don't injure yourself with the box cutter, but that's your choice. You're going to have to get it to the point where it just fits into the bottle. If it goes in too loosely and it hasn't been shaped yet, then it's a little bit too small. So don't take your time, check it out a number of times. Once it gets close, you're going to take the rough edges off and round it out a little bit more until you have it so it just rolls in and out of the bottle easily. The next step is you have to find a piece of rope. And what you want to do is you take that ball and the bottle to the hardware store or to the boat store, the marine store, and find a piece of rope that when you put it in and you just let that ball roll down to the neck, it catches the rope. And that will be the right size rope. Now you could try clothesline, you could try all different ropes. You might even have a piece of rope in the basement or garage that is just right. So you have to hunt around a little bit. Easiest, just go to the hardware store, try all the different ropes until you get one. As I said, you only need a couple of feet of rope, and then you'll be on your way. Now, I do recommend, especially with cotton rope, that you trim the edge so that it's not all frayed. And then if you put on a little bit of white glue and you smooth it out, it will keep the edges from getting frayed and make a little hard tip that will make it easy to push into the bottle. So there you go. You have the rope, you have the little cork, you have a bottle, you have everything you need to do the genie in the bottle trick. You see how easy it is to put that in now because it's not frayed anymore. It just goes right in. And you're going to turn it upside down. When you turn it upside down, the little ball will slide down and get lodged between the rope and the bottle, the neck of the bottle, and then you'll be able to take it to hold it like this. You can even, as I did in the video, spin it around, but a word of caution, the bottle is heavy, and so if it breaks loose, it can break something, so be careful. Now what's interesting, what you can do, because the cork has lodged between here, it will actually come down the bottle. So if you pull on the rope at this point, it will actually bring the cork out. And then you can give the rope and the bottle to someone else while you're concealing the cork right here. And of course, you know, since there's no cork in there, the genie won't be able to hold on to the rope. So that's it. That's the genie in the beer bottle. You, of course, as I mentioned, you could take the labels off the bottle and make a different story. You don't have to have a genie with a taste for the brew. So that's our project for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it enough to give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't already subscribed, well, I sure hope you will. And when you do, click that little bell icon so you'll be notified the next time I post a review or how-to video. So go make magic.